Okay, karaoke Pokemon sing song to go with this talk this time. Hi, I'm CD and I am going to act the CD from now on and just but this took a lot longer than I wanted. Being a VTuber is kind of cool. Totally go with my personality and it took a lot longer than I expected to set this up. Uh, but I'm glad I will be able to be my anime self from now on. Okay, now I want to talk about Cowboy Bebop the movie, one of my favorite of all times, is next to Laputa and all the other Miyazaki movies. Uh, One thing that I like so much about this is the fight scenes. I love talking and thinking and analyzing fight scenes from real life, like real life action and anime. Oof, that hurts. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Like this really nice ankle attack and spin, and that hurts. Yeah. Uh, I appreciate the fact that Bone Studio do consider different nationalities when it comes to at least their sidekicks. Sidekicks, yeah. It's I really like that sort too. All right, on to the next shot, next scene. Um, One thing I like so much about Cowboy Bebop's final fight is this is definitely one of my uh, animator's goal to be able to draw like this, to be able to animate like this. I'm not alone. There's a lot of other animators who also share the same feeling, and it's animated by a practitioner, like a real martial artist. So I really don't know if we can, those of us who's never done the actual martial arts as a practitioner, can ever hope to achieve this. But hey, it's okay to admire. Um, I like how right away they set up the different fight styles between each character. Different personality definitely fight differently, and they establish here the, the psychological setup without any verbal communication, and that is good acting. I really like that. Um, Vincent's obviously the more brutal fighter, and Spike the more freestyle, and you can see that the push and pull right away that they established right there, that added a little bit of directionals. You see like how they wait. There is a spin that follows when they are pulling each other. I don't see that in other fights. Okay, like there's a lot of great anime fights. Even the overall, even overall live action choreography level has gone up recently, which I'm really happy to see. Um, but still, even a lot of animated fights still has not really reached this level for me. I think it's because a lot of fighters, they don't feel quite human. I mean, maybe they are not human too in the story. In this one, they are both human. They both feel human, and the action and reaction are also all very. If you can definitely relate that to real life, and so it's one of the most realistic fights I have seen in anime, and I really admire it. There's a little Bruce Lee dance reference there with Spike, and there's a nice follow through here between the arms and the feet, and then there's the joint bending of joints from Vincent. Oh, and then there is the saliva, the saliva, the sweat, the blood. You see a lot of blood in animes, but not so much saliva, and and there's a lot of other things that's been put into this that other animes don't have these layers. Like here, the daze feeling from Spike. like he's just got knocked, he's feeling dizzy. That only can come from people who really, really know what that's like. Or maybe someone who's really keen on observing the fighters. This reminds me of an MMA fight, you know? A cage fight on a towel, yeah. And look at that bending of joints. Bending joints opposite way, that is just such a common martial art tactic. I don't see that a lot in animes. Just this one that has it, you know? I'm still looking for other ones. And people just don't think that way, I guess. But real fighters do. They often have to think about how to size up face a bigger opponent, stronger opponent than themselves. So of course you aim for joints, aim for eyes, aim for any parts that's not trainable. And those weaknesses on human body is just always gonna be there. And then there's the anticipation of the opponent's attack and the fear of it, you know. That part is just add to all of this planning. We have some really smooth, really cool fights I see elsewhere in other titles, but they don't have all this human weakness. It's the human weakness and the pain, the struggle, and trying to get away, you know, all that fight, flight, reaction between the fighters within a fight that makes it so human. I really like the snap here. Using the elbow, you know, that one's instinctive, like almost an instinctive reaction from Spike. It's really throwing your body on top of the other opponent, really trying to pack in that punch. I really, really like this. Oh yes, and the kick being caught, you know. And what I like about this fight is there is fast and slow. It's not just fast. It's not just boom, 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 just fast, you know. There's definitely a rhythm, like a rhythm between the two. It's almost musical, this fight. There's occasional slow motion, you know. The slow motion is always a pain in the ass to animate. Yeah. And that will be so my thoughts and rambling within my head whenever I look at this fight and just sharing with you guys. Now, hope to see you next time. I hope you like this. I can keep looking at this one over and over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe one day I can get close to this level. Maybe. Oh, look at that. Yep. Alright, hope to see you next time. Oh, this is a really good composition right there. I always appreciate that one, the pull away, far away angle. Oh yeah, it's and then of course there's a little chase. It's like they both do the fight and flight, you know. So your own survival still come first. Yep. Alright. Next time see you next time.